Did they kick you out before you got to Girl Scouts?
Yeah, I think so. Something happened. I sold all my cookies to my grandmother. I remember that. I wrote it down because I wrote down some of the best stories that I remember for Bob, and I wanted to make sure I kept it on track without getting sidetracked and getting too sentimental on it. Because I know these are some of my precious memories that I have of him. So I'm just going to share them with you. Okay. Many, many moons ago, Bob came up with this dance called cha. It wasn't the cha, it was like doing cha. And just to give you an idea, I gotta, as you know how expressive he always was, right? It was like this. So it was this dance of joy, okay? And he says, doing cha. And so when he passed, I thought, well, somewhere he's doing cha, because it was such a difficult time for him. And with all the music that he did for so many years, he had a real passion for singing. And I have to tell you, he was an excellent instrumentalist. He learned the saxophone. he learned the guitar. I was impressed. I mean, he really, better than I did. I never learned it well, but he had a real passion for singing, and he loved to sing. Not everybody really enjoyed that. I mean, when I was listening to this record, Sharon, I'm reminded that there was a lot of effects on that to make it sound full. He was always good at the fun stuff. The ballads kind of evaded him, but he really liked them, like Michelle, My Belle, you know, and he'd practice them on me. Well, he'd have people tell him, don't do it anymore, it hurts my ears. But he was so positive. The one time he tells me about this guy who came up and said, don't sing anymore, it's awful. And he thought that was great. He says, I thought about it and I thought that's not really a bad thing, because when you think about it, it means I filled them with awe. That's positive. So he lived his dreams, he definitely did. Yeah, but he was, you know, living it. Some of you might remember a picnic that we all went to. It's been a while ago, but Bob wasn't really one to drink caffeine. When he did, his stories became a lot more animated, a lot more expression and all that. Well, this one time he had this story where he thought about what happens when you go to heaven. And he was talking about how he could picture them sitting up there, kind of like a therapy group, all in chairs. And he said they could go around and talk about what they did during their life. And he said he didn't want to be that one where when they came to him, it was, oh, I was an accountant. You know, where your job defines you, that's it, you know, one-dimensional. He wanted to be one of those that said, I was in a rock band, I had fans, I had girls, I had this, I had that, you know. And he did. I mean, that's the greatest thing, is he did all those things, you know. He lived with that kind of enthusiasm, everything that he did. He had all that energy. One of the things, traditions that me and Bob had for quite a few years was every New Year's Day we'd go to the Mummers Parade. And yeah, that was me. And we'd go to the parade, we'd go to dinner and a movie, and but mostly we'd talk about our ambitions and everything. And it was kind of like a check-in on how we were doing in this journey called life. And Bob was always spiritual. I mean, that's something, he was always in touch with, you know, what was going on spiritually in the grand scheme of things, and what his place was in the world. So when you said you understood, he was ready, you know, when he went. He was. He knew that there comes a time when these things, you know, just happen. Bob always approached his life with its challenges with grace and purpose. He's the only person I know of who ever beat Lyme disease. He was diagnosed late with it, and to the point where his joints were bad and everything. And he attacked it with garlic. That's good and bad. I'd go to his house. I couldn't breathe. He was eating it every day in all forms. So I suggest a ride. Let's go somewhere. Let's get out of the house. And so we get in the car. Well, then I was trapped with him. I could roll down the windows. At least we get a little bit of a breeze and everything. We get out, so it was just a little better. But the point was no questions. Whatever needed to be done, he did it. He just attacked it. Just whatever he needed to do. This is hard for me. With all the determination he had, he attacked this latest foe as well. He did everything he could. He did it with grace and purpose, the same as he did everything in life. And after his long and courageous fight, when he knew that he wouldn't be victorious, he turned and he left us with love and a kiss and all these wonderful, wonderful memories that we have. And I've been blessed to know such a spirit, and I miss him already. And to me, his spirit is doing cha somewhere, and he should have been here, and I think maybe perhaps he is, because he would love to be with everybody here. And I've given a warning to a couple of the people out here. I really, truly expect you guys to be up here with me to sing a song for Bob, okay? And that would be The Rose. And it's something that I think would be nice and appropriate. And we used to do it in a 3 or 4 part harmony, if I recall. Dave used to do some, Mike used to do some harmony. Carl, I know, did harmony on it, so I really am expecting your help on this, if you could. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
You can't even go back and rehearse.
I'm as rusty as you guys are.
There's that chicken dance.
Yeah, there's that chicken.
And I only know the lead, sorry. I only know the lead.
I know the words. Well, I know the lead. We're good.
I know you go for the lead, I don't.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Oh, I got good singers. Come on up, Kathy. We got some excellent, excellent talent here.
We'll
Come on.
find it.
Yeah, you guys can do this. Okay.
There's so many singers here.
We've got a lot of singers. Okay. And I've known Bob since 1982 when I joined the band Radiance. And of course, Carl was in the band at the time. Kathy predates me. She was in Radiance before me. She wears it well, just like Bob always did. And Franny Jar, to me, he was a legend. Everything I heard about him, he was a legend. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mike's got gray hair. He doesn't do that anymore.
The car you play for.